So yesterday we have discussed about the proportional plus derivative control, that is the PD control, right? And we have seen the transfer function of the PD controller and the advantage and disadvantage of the PD control. We have not discussed the disadvantage of the PD control. Today we are going to discuss. So this is the transfer function for the the PD controller, right? So as you know that it is nothing but the proportional plus derivative. So we can write the transfer function. You can see here. Okay. So this is the derivative controller. Pt is equals to p bar plus tau d into de by dt, right? So pt minus p bar is equals to tau d det by dt. This is the, and when you take the Laplace, okay, so it becomes tau d ses. Okay, so transfer function becomes p dash s upon es is equals to tau ds. So this is the transfer function for the derivative controller. Now when we combine with the proportional controller, of then the transfer function, because the kc, okay, plus, okay, you can say that p sorry, you can say here pt is equals to p bar plus, okay, kc in kcet, okay, plus kd or tau d, both are the same thing, tau d det by dt. This is the expression for the uh, PD controller, right? So when you take pt minus p bar, okay, so it becomes kcet, okay, plus tau d det by dt. This is the expression, okay. And when you take the Laplace, so it becomes p dash s, okay, kces, okay, plus tau d, okay, ses. So when you take the common, so p dash s upon es is equals to kc plus tau ds. So this is also one form, okay, this is also one form, or it may be represented like also this, because kc, क्या किया हमने, kc को कॉमन ही ले लिया, kc को जो कॉमन ले लिया तो 1 plus tau d upon kc into s it will become, or it is one type of constant that is defined here in the form of tau d, right? So there is no problem, this is one constant, okay. So it may be represented like this also. So the proportional per derivative controller may be represented like kc into 1 plus tau ds. So this is the representation of the proportional derivative controller, okay. Now come to the next point. We have discussed the derivative control action. What is the need of that derivative control action? We know that in the PI controller, there is a three problem arises. First is the reset wind up problem, and it is sluggish. It is the sluggish. Okay. However, the proportional controller uh, fastens some responses, but not very good in terms of, you can say, in comparatively the derivative controller. So when the derivative controller is used with the proportional controller, then the speed or the response of the system becomes very good. Okay, so it improves the dynamic response of the control variable. Okay, also it decreases the settling time. Okay, it decreases the settling time and improve the you can say the dynamic response, or improve the response of the system. Okay, so however, when you have already calculated, we have already seen that when you calculate the steady state error for the derivative controller, the steady state error is very high in the case of the derivative controller, or ideally it is infinite. And also we have seen we are not using the error signal as ut, or unit step signal. A step signal we can't use, because if we use equals to ut, then det by dt, okay, the derivative of this error, d by dt of step input becomes impulse, and the response is impulse, means the sudden shock will come into the system, and that may destroy the system. Okay, so this is the case here. So we have seen three types of the first is the we are not using the step input for in the case of derivative controller. Second is the error is high. Okay. However, when you combine with the proportional controller, the error is minimized, but main thing is improves the dynamic response. Okay. Further, if the process measurement is noisy, if the process measurement system, okay, the sensor is noisy, then in that case, if it contains high frequency, a random fluctuation, it's all the types of noise system, then the derivative controller वहाँ पे क्या करेगा? Derivative controller takes system as an input. Okay, the derivative of the measured variable will change widely due to these changes. Due to this, it will accept that changes. Okay, and as a step signal, it behaves, and takes the into the, you can say, det by dt in the form of the certain shock. So wildly, and derivative action will amplify those noises. So it will amplify such type of noises. Okay, unless the measurement is, so therefore we are not using such type of transfer function in practical way of the PD controller. So what we have to do, we have to, reduces, or you can say we have to filter such type of this noise, and how this noise will be reduces, or you can say filtered. So the how it is filtered, so you can see here there is a one transfer function we are using generally for the PD controller, kc into 1 plus. So this is the proportional controller, and it is in the instead of tau ds, we are using tau ds upon alpha tau ds plus 1. So the value of alpha is varying from 0.05 to 0.2. Typical value is 0.1. Remember, I will ask in the Viva Voice or maybe in the exam. So 0.05 to 0.2. The variation in alpha is 0.5 to 0.2. However, the typical value is 0.1. Okay. So अगर ये ज़्यादा वैल्यू होता चला जाएगा तो it will not again filter the noise. Okay, so it should be the minimum value. तो इस तरह से हमने लिया है. So kc into 1 plus tau ds upon alpha tau ds plus 1, it is the proportional derivative controller in the filtered form, and it filters the noise. So derivative action is seldom used for the flow control. Generally, cell derivative control is used in industry for controlling the flow control, because flow control loops respond quickly and flow measurement tend to noise it. We have to control the flow very quick. Okay, and also this measurement is very noisy. Okay, so unfortunately the ideal PD control algorithm, मैंने पहले बताया, PD control algorithm is physically unrealizable. Why? Due to the two reasons. First reason is the step input. Okay, we can't be take. Okay, and secondly it is unable, we are not able to implement exactly either analog or digital using the digital components. Okay, so for that purpose, for the analog controller, generally we have defined in this form, proportional derivative control in the filter form. Okay, so this equation that the transfer function of the proportional derivative controller, in the filter mode, I already told the filter mode, it is the filter mode transfer function of the PD controller, or generally it is used in the practically. So it reduces sensitivity of the control calculation to high frequency पर ये वैल्यू ये नॉइस को कम कर देता है. ठीक है. Okay, next part is as we have discussed, as we have known, the PD controller is capable of improving the transient state. Transient state will improve. I already told. The dynamic response will improve. Okay. Now let's say E is equals to, we have seen how the proportional derivative controller behaves with the step input or the ramp input. But now we are taking the error signal as a sinusoidal variation. Okay, sinusoidal variation मैंने लिया. So when you put the sinusoidal variation and find out the response, okay, with 1 upon 1 plus tau s. ठीक है, this is the 1 upon 1 plus tau s is the प्रोसेस डायनेमिक्स वी हैव ऑलरेडी, अगर आप पहले मेरे प्रीवियस लेक्चर को देखें तो यू कैन कोरिलेट दिस थिंग्स. दिस इज द प्रोसेस डायनेमिक्स यूजुअली वी आर टेकिंग. ओके, और उससे पहले क्या था बताओ. द व्हाट द ट्रांसफर फंक्शन वी आर टेकिंग 1 plus tau ds. Okay, kc into 1 plus tau ds. Okay, so this is the process, or this is the controller, kc into 1 plus tau ds. Okay, and then 1 up, or you can say k upon 1 plus tau s. Okay, kp is here, और एक ही बात है, kc यूज करो या kp यूज करो. k upon 1 plus tau s, और tau, this is the process, और this is the feedback system. So ये complete हो गया. We have not taken the here actuator. Okay, and there's no disturbance we have considering. So when you find out et, when you supply the et is equals to a sin omega t or something, right? So such type of response will come. We have already calculated, you can see in the at the time of the when we're defining the integral controller. Okay, so just go through and try to find out. Okay, if you find any problem, just to let me know. I will try to solve you. Or you can also find out with the help of the basic formula. PCP is equals to uh, kc into et plus kc, you can say tau d into det by dt. Or you have taken et is equals to a sin omega t, just put the value and find out the pt. So pt, when you find out this pt as equals to, will come, this is the magnitude, kp root over kp square plus omega kp tau d square sin omega t plus 10 inverse omega tau d. The main point is here the plus sign. In the previous, in the case of the integral controller, we have seen it is a minus, it was minus sign, and therefore that was the LPF, low pass filter and lag capacitor. Or however, in this case it is, since it is a positive, then it reflects the lead type of the capacitor and also the high pass filter. Okay, so therefore it maybe you can say the sin omega t plus 10 inverse omega td is a lead compensator, and it is behaves like a high pass filter. Okay, so now come to the next. When proportional action is used in reverse mode, okay, the error is reduced from infinity to some finite value. Okay, so now come to the next, that is the PID controller. In the PID controller, wait a minute.